So beginning with this whole idea of the rise of account-based everything. So to explain this, let's go back to my days at Marketo, where I was running marketing, and I helped to build the marketing engine, which was driving as much as 80% of all the pipeline that the sales team was closing. It was a really effective machine that used content, marketing and inbound marketing, and demand gen, and all the stuff we've come to know and love over the last 10 years. But then when we needed to grow faster, we had to find other tactics. And so we also wanted to move up market. And we identified a list of named accounts, big enterprise companies. And lo and behold, turns out those big companies weren't just coming towards us anymore. We had to go out to them. And that's when I started using this analogy, that the demand generation, the traditional model we were using, that's like fishing with a net. But when we were going after named accounts, we don't wait around for the big fish to swim into our net. We reach out to them with a spear. And I realized that platforms like Marketo were really good at the net fishing, but it was kind of hard to do the spear fishing. And that's what inspired me to help found Engagio, to be the platform for spear fishing. So we started Engagio on Pi Day. That's March 14th, 2015, or 31415, and which means we're almost 2 years old. And I'd say, if you look at the trend of account-based marketing, our timing was pretty good. We started right when the category started to take off. Now, I don't know which is cause and effect. I know I didn't define the word account-based marketing, but I did, I think, help to pour some fuel on that fire. So now I start working on this platform for fishing with spears. And I run into a brick wall as I realize that marketing is not really sufficient for this idea of fishing with spears. If all you have is marketing, you can buy ads, account-based ads, which are cool. You can send direct mail packages, which is cool. You can hold events, which is cool. And you have a palette of interesting marketing tactics. But if you really want to reach out and connect to a decision maker at a target account, if you really want to fish with spears, you need a human to send them a personalized email. You need to call them, maybe reach out to them with a personalized social touch. And what I realized is that humans are the tip of the spear, and that marketing alone will only get you about 15% penetration to your target accounts, according to Topo. And that's why we've seen this rise of this concept of account-based, not marketing, but account-based sales development, which again, according to Topo, is actually more effective than account-based marketing because it's the humans doing the reach out. So we've found ourselves in a world where you've got account-based marketing and all these marketers, many of you saying, look at me, I'm doing account-based marketing. And you have sales teams saying account-based sales and account-based sales development. And all that that's doing to me is perpetuating silos, right? And I realized if I'm going to talk about fishing with spears, I wanted a bigger term, a bigger umbrella to capture the fact that it's not about marketing being separate from sales and sales development. It's about all these groups working together in an orchestrated, coordinated way. And that's why I'm sort of adopting this idea of account-based everything, just to really reinforce the fact that it's bigger than marketing or any one function. At the core of account-based everything is the concept of the orchestrated play. The play is what synchronizes marketing, sales, sales development, CS, executives into their interactions to move the account forward. So let's dive into what I mean by that. Topic 2, what is a play for sales and marketing? Well, let's talk about the most basic play you could ever possibly run, which is I send an email to you. Great, people have been doing that for years. That's a very simple play. Now you can get a little more sophisticated because you may not respond to my first email. So I might put together a series of emails. So if you don't respond to number 1, I follow up with number 2, number 3, and so on. Now I can get even more sophisticated and realize that maybe you're not an email person. Maybe I should call you. Or maybe I should reach out over other channels. So now I'm putting together a series of touches across channels from me to you. But this is an account-based world. Why am I reaching out to just one person? Right? I've got my whole team, involved. So it's not just me. I've got marketing, and I've got sales development, and you can bring in your executives. And if all of us are working together to reach you, that's going to be more effective than just one of us. And then last but not least is the full play, because there's also multiple people at your company, right? And so a play really is about taking my team and your team and orchestrating those interactions across the channels. So to define a play specifically, I like to use the football analogy. A football coach with X's and O's on the chalkboard. Who does what to who when. A series of orchestrated interactions across departments and channels to achieve your business purpose at a buying center at a target account.